guys at Sit Here with S550Performance.com. I'm here with Eric Bardekoff, and he's going to take us around his car that he just built down here at NMRA Braden. He didn't build it at NMRA Braden, but this is where
it'd be pretty cool if it was.
This weekend, he built this car and raced it. But no, he's going to take us around and show us exactly his, well, not exactly his setup. He's got to have a few secrets. Just give us a little rundown of what's going on with this car. So, first thing, obviously, it's an S550, so, and Coyote powered, and it has a Whipple on the top. So, what year did we start with? What is it?
It's actually a 2015 salvage title car. It started life as a 2.3 EcoBoost. It was a salvage title car. We bought it at auction. The whole shock tower was pushed in, 4 inches. The firewall was crumpled. Transmission tunnel was crumpled. So we ended up, pulling it and, starting with a nice shell. We parted, pretty much everything out. I built the cage. It's a 750 cert cage.
Yeah.
Shaved the firewall. Shaved it, as much weight as possible on this thing.
Well, one thing, it looks like you went just a little step further on making it look good than most race car drivers do. I mean, it's almost a show car.
Yeah, I get that from my dad. We always, painted the bottom, as clean as the top, and, always waxed the bottom, powder coated everything. And, I just took it a little bit, to the next level.
Well, not only that, I mean, if you get down here, you can see you blended the black on the frame rails into the blue.
I faded a lot of that stuff. I ran the stripes. I mean, like you come over the door jambs, they all, the stripes go all the way through. That was like the main thing. These are just, it goes all the way through. So there's a lot of, hours upon hours of painting.
I see a lot of carbon fiber.
Yeah, there's a lot of carbon fiber on this car.
Yeah. What kind of seat are you running on?
This is a race tech seat. The containment seat. It's a really nice seat. It's just, it's a little bit on the heavier side, but it's worth it if you want to keep yourself safe.
That and you can see all the bars over your setting, and basically, you got a halo over your head. That all your switches are easily reached. That's a great setup.
Yep, that's a all speed wire system. It's 100% programmable.
And you decided to keep the
stock dash.
Yeah,
it's all stock appearing. It's it's a hollowed out dash, but it's still stock. These are GT350 door panels. It's carbon fiber doors.
Which you would never know.
You would never even know. I mean, these things are straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
So they shut like stock.
Beautiful paint job.
This is all House of Colors paint. I painted myself. It's all custom mix. The blue and everything. Pinstripe did everything. Myself.
What have you got for a rear axle in it?
It's a Cobra style rear suspension. So it's a full Ford 9-inch. I built the housing. Everything's powder coated underneath. We're running a Indy gear set. Center section.
And I noticed you guys are dumping the exhaust straight out the side, and just looking at it, you can definitely tell you guys have quite a few hours.
Yeah, there's a full 7 days of welding with those things. It's all 304 stainless, back purge.
I'm looking at this turn here. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections before you get to a straight.
There is 120 feet of welding with those things. I counted. I did the math, and there's a lot of welding. They're all equal length. They're fender exits. It was kind of tricky because we had to cut out the whole footwell.
Yeah.
But it worked. They're loud. That was our whole main goal.
I really like this carbon fiber
belly pan
you've got here to cut the wind from underneath.
Yep, and we have a whole containment system for the oil pan.
Oh yeah, you can see it down here. It's really nice.
So it's a lot nicer than the diaper. It doesn't burn on the headers or anything.
And you can really see the headers on this side. It's a little bit more opened up. That's fantastic stuff. You can see the man hours that had to go into that thing. Same thing with this intake. You're sucking all that fresh air straight from the front bumper. And of course, you got the Whipple on top. Which version is this? I mean, you can obviously see that's the newest 20.
Yeah, it's the Gen 5. It's just bone stock off the shelf, straight from Whipple. Nothing crazy. We've been running this thing since last year too.
Yeah, it's amazingly how streetable this setup looks. I mean, it looks like what you would see in like a lot of people's street cars.
Yeah,
and I guess it says a lot for what Ford's putting together.
Yeah, these things make a lot of power, and it stays cold. The intake air temps, they're really, really cold compared to the 2.9.
Yeah, I really like the way you set up all the AM fittings and everything. It just looks super, super clean install. With the remote mount oil filter over there, easy to get to.
Yeah, and this thing is pretty cool. I get a lot of people who come up to me. So this is pretty cool. It has, you know, a little Schrader valve that you blow in here, and there's a pre-filter underneath, so it pushes the oil down into the engine, and you can actually see through the windows and see if the engine has any, you know, metal or any, you know, coming apart.
Yeah, that's a neat setup.
So it's just really good for, you know, racing. You know, I do that every round just to make sure, because this thing's on the edge.
Well, another thing, there's just attention to detail. I'm guessing all this is custom through here.
It's all chromoly, as light as possible. That's what we're going for.
And of course, you put the filler panels in there, cut down on windows.
Everything
even more.
carbon fiber, everything.
And the funny thing is, look at this. Just a regular 3.0 pulley on this thing, 10 rib setup.
Yep.
Making a ton of power. So what have you been running this weekend? I saw some fairly good numbers coming out of this car.
Yeah, you know, at this new weight, you know, we're about 400 pounds lighter than last year. You know, we've been running a consistent 470s, you know, mid 70s. So it does pretty good for itself, you know, with a little street blower.
Probably even better if you took the towel out.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh man, you can run for fours now. But yeah, it's been impressive all weekend long, and like I said, what I can't get over is just the attention to detail, all the little small, like you said, the fading of the paint, you know, paying all the attention to just the cage and everything tied in, and it looks perfect. It looks like a show car.
Yeah, I'll show you another thing that we did. So we put the intercooler tank on the passenger seat, you know, because we're trying to move, you know, mid-weight. Turn this thing on. Got a little blue LEDs in there, so it lights up.
Like a gaming computer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. That's awesome.
We got a cup holder for those, you know, streetcar, you know, haters.
Yeah, you never know how long you're going to be in a staging lane.
Yeah,
cup holders
yeah.
important.
And it's heated and cooled.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's right. You know, keep the engine running, it gets hot.
And I just love all the use of carbon fiber too. The car looks great.
You know, the doors are carbon fiber, bumper, hood, deck lid, wing. That's all carbon. The whole rear floor from the waterfall back, that's all carbon fiber.
It's a beautiful car. I'm guessing we're going to see it in Georgia as well.
Yeah, we'll be ready to crack some heads open in Georgia. We got a couple of, you know, things we have to do with work on this thing, but we should be right at the front with this thing.
Well, that's the process. You're always going to be messing around, playing with it.
Never ends.
That little itty bitty bit on it. But yeah, it's a fantastic setup, beautiful car, running fast, and for a first showing, you guys really knocked it out of the park. Well, that's it for Eric's car. I mean, this thing is ridiculous looking, and definitely if you get a chance, head out to Georgia. We'll be running Commerce about a month or so from now.
Yeah.
Should be a good time. Come out, check it out. I mean, fun going on?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on.
An important man.
Wiz Khalifa is playing that.
Oh, yeah. Important man getting some phone calls in. Gotta take this shit. We gotta go.